K-Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews. I'm back. It's been, I think, a year and a half since I talked to Kill Betty, and lots of big things have been happening for Kill Betty. So I want you guys to first talk about the big label signing.
What do you want to know?
Who'd you sign with, and tell us what's going on big with the band.
Well, we got a really good digital distribution deal going on with Manta Ray Sony Records. We had already had an album recorded that we recorded with Drew Mazur that was ready to go. When they heard us, they were saying, do we re-record or not? And they listened to the album and said no and decided to release it. So the release date is official May 27th, which is Tuesday in 2 weeks. And then the single will be following up nationwide on whoever will play us. And then we go from there. We see what happens. We got some good shows lined up. Coming up in September, we're with Pop Evil, 12 Stones, I Empire, Filter, Drowning Pool. That's going to be a great show at the Ramblewood Music and Tattoo Festival, where we are on the main stage both days, Saturday and Sunday. We've got May 18th, and next Saturday we're headlining Ram's Head with other really good bands, Purge Effect, Ashes to Embers. It's shaping up to be a good summer right now. Waiting for the single to drop and waiting for the album to be out. We're all still working our regular jobs, so it's hard to say if people like it, it'll be good.
Now, the band really is still the first time we met you. This was the nucleus of the band. It is still the nucleus of the band. So, for folks that maybe didn't see the whole first interview, you guys have kind of some interesting roots to starting with the band, especially I guess with you and John, right?
John and I have played together the longest, and then Matt was in a band with us for quite some time. Todd, ironically enough, was the sound man for that particular band, and ran sound for us for years. And I didn't even know he played guitar. I didn't even know he had it. I had no clue. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, we have a little bit of history behind us that way.
Now, tell us about the first single. It's a single that folks that have seen you play before have heard a lot of times, and one we like. But tell us a little bit about that and when we can start. We might hear radio play.
The single is "The Way You Are." Radio play, it gets pushed the same week it gets dropped. So I'm hoping that the album comes out the 27th, and on the 28th, you're going to be hearing it. I know there's a huge push on the East Coast, up and down this particular region to the Midwest. It's kind of cool because in our contract it says what did it say? Globally, meaning the entire effing universe. It was pretty cool, so it was neat to see that in the contract. So it should be out and on the radio in a few weeks. Like I said, we're just waiting. When I turn the radio on and hear it, I'll be like, hey, there it is.
And hoping to shoot a video within the next month.
Yes.
For it.
That was going to be my next question. So is there maybe you're not allowed to tell us, is there a concept for the video, or is it one you want to do is pushing, or somebody has a favorite superheroes, or swords, or
we were actually approached by a concept with a photographer that guy's a great guy, plays guitar, sits down with his friends, but he's professional. Gave us a concept, and it was just like, wow, that's he gets it with us. So we were like,
he's a pretty creative guy. It's Edgar from the
David Nazaro.
Purge Effect.
Great Baltimore band.
Yeah, and we don't want to tread on what he has the concept and it's what he does, and we're just gonna perform the song, whatever he tells us to do. I guess it's kind of gonna be
it's a good time song. It's a good times video concept. It's all about just having fun and
Yeah.
Now you guys, there's two things that are big focus for you. It seems like you do a lot with the military and you do a lot with charities. You're here for a charity event today. You played our charity event. Can you talk a little bit about that and some of the other things you guys support?
Well, I myself I know the rest of the guys stand behind me too. Huge supporter of the military, the men and women of our military. I mean, if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to travel and play music and do what we did. So the utmost of respect and thanks for all of them. Every show since we started this band, whether we play 2 minutes or 45 minutes, I have the mic in my hand, I take a minute and try to make the room appreciate them. And those who don't come back to the show. Go see another band.
And then what about the charity stuff? There's some other
charity
things
stuff.
Done.
I mean, you know, a good cause is a good cause, and if people think that we can bring a dynamic element to helping raise money for a good cause, we all feel privileged to be asked to do it. When we're asked to do a charity event, I don't think we've ever said no.
No, it seemed like a good time to us. Here we are. We're down the ocean, you know.
Yeah, you know. That doesn't mean everybody hit us for charity events, but no, you know,
their number is.
They're legit. We do.
We do like the ocean.
Yeah, we do.
Like
are they at the
parties,
beach?
yeah.
So plan to sweeten the deal if you're going to book your charity event with Kill Betty, Vegas, the beach.
Yeah, there you go.
Like this one.
Now we're talking. Well, so we're excited, trying not to be overexcited. Does that make sense?
We'll talk a little bit
We're
about
trying to be humble.
Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, we're going to be up in Philly. We'll be playing in Philly on the 8th, 17th, 18th with the Electric
Good friends of
Boa.
ours too, the Electric Boa.
Great
That's going to be a great
Awesome
lineup to
band.
see these two together. Boa's a great heavy-hitting band. These guys, if you haven't seen them before, classic rock. I would call it classic rock and roll, straightforward rock and roll with a real hard-hitting edge to it. So other cool bands that you're going to be going out with soon? Anybody else soon we're going to see that's a cool band we'd be interested in?
Well, the Electric Boa, that's going to be awesome in Philly. Also, a band from Louisiana called Tequila Party. They're coming up here and playing, and they actually contacted us because of our Reverb Nation status. We're doing pretty well on Reverb Nation, and we've had quite a few bands contact us about playing with us when they come through. They're from Louisiana. We checked them out on Reverb Nation as well. Very cool, heavy, hard-hitting rock band. I think it's going to be a great show, and it is at
Club K.
Club K.
On Maryland Avenue in Baltimore, June 28th.
Yes.
That band, if I can remember correctly, it's a mix of a couple different bands. A couple guys from Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, and another group called Sullivan. Maylene Sons of Disaster is great.
Should be an awesome show.
Yeah.
Should be a great time.
So what's everybody's favorite thing to do here at the beach? So we're down here at the beach. I know in this case yours was just to get here. Because
Yeah.
you have to have a break. But other than that, when you're down here, what do you guys like to do in Ocean City?
Well, we haven't done it yet, and I don't know if we'll get to it, but I like the bar crawl thing myself. You have your own place, and you go to every bar, just do a shot, walk out, just saunter down a little bit more, do the bar crawl. Yeah, that's my favorite.
What about you guys?
I played down here so many years ago that, coming back to Ocean City was like, oh, really? But then, for something like this, it's great,
Yeah, I kind of think there's like this thing called the ocean. I dig that, it's just
In the
all
bay,
these,
this
like
is the
wonders
bay,
of the
yeah.
world. It's me. I just like the ocean. But I'll do the bar crawl with you.
Yeah, me and
I'm all
John,
about it.
yeah. I knew I'd pull somebody into it.
Charity.
I don't
I'll
still
drown.
I won't drink. I don't drink, so I won't be on the
You'll be
bar
too
crawl.
busy
But you
laughing.
can put me on a boat, and I will go
Well, they have
shark
this-
fishing. I'm a
yeah.
hunter-gatherer, so I'd love to come down here and fish. I like the water.
So every once in a while, Mike will tell a tall tale on stage. He's been known to just maybe, I don't want to say exaggerate, but just tell a tall
little
tale.
bit.
So I would like to hear maybe from Mike what his greatest tall tale on stage was, and maybe from someone else in the band if he doesn't identify what the greatest tall tale
Man,
was.
we got a
There's so
couple.
many.
There's too
One,
many.
though, and there's things I probably shouldn't say on the video here. Probably.
Once you can tell us about it.
Well, Todd and I happening through Vegas on a red-eye flight, ending up in a hotel with Nikki Sixx and a few strippers and co-writing Tattoos and Whiskey. That was made up.
Yeah.
I dated Serena Williams for a while, and that was made up. I wrote a song for her. That was completely made up as well.
Which song was it?
Oh God, I don't remember. What was it? It was. It may have been Fallen. We don't have any ballads. I think it was a room where it was a slow show, and I mentioned I was dating her, and somebody called me a liar, and I said, no, it's true. I actually wrote this song for her. So my favorite tall tales are the ones that you tell, and like a month later you're at a show, and they go, hey, what was that song you co-wrote with the guy from Stabbing Westward? And you're like, what? Remember you? Oh yeah, I made that up by the way. Now we really did get signed to Manta Ray Sony. We really do have an album coming out. It's finished. It's produced, and we really do have a single getting ready to hit the radio. That's true. Nikki Sixx had nothing to do with writing it.
Me and Todd are really going to bar crawl.
Right. Yeah. Now if Nikki wants to get involved, hit us up, man. We could be balled out.
Well, that was what we said when I met these guys, on terms of jamming together, was that, you know what, I want to call, the band, do a song called Tattoos of Whiskey, and just sort of go with the hard rock thing, and that's all, that old party thing, Nikki Sixx, that, he hasn't called us yet. Nikki Sixx, give us a call.
You never know. Right. Things I love about when you see this interview, you're going to see these guys are just kind of laid back, having a good time, but it's raw energy on stage. They leave nothing out there. It's just power on the stage.
I like to think I leave my heart beating and bleeding on the floor when we leave.
Yeah,
spit, body parts.
If we don't feel like we've been in a fight, that's
that's actually how we describe our shows. Like we've been in an MMA fight after the show. The next day you wake up and you're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, there's certainly been days after shows I've texted Mike and I'm like, I'm hurting. And it's not like I was, drinking or anything like that. It's just like my body hurts.
You just give everything you have.
Yeah, we try to show up every time,
If someone's going to pay $10 to see us, man, I'm going to give you $1,000 worth if I can. We appreciate every fan, every person, just everybody who supports us and comes out. And may I say while we're on here, don't edit this out, you guys have been a huge part of our success. You don't know why. You're the reason that we're going on the short tour with Pop Evil, 12 Stones. You don't even know this yet, but you dropped our name to the right man at the right time that put us on the tour. When our label asked us to Google our name in front of them, we Googled our name. There was a review from you guys that had just been put up, which it's just, you guys have been there, right, then that's when they were kind of telling us you probably don't have what we want, go home, guys, The first meeting wasn't the nicest. The second meeting, they offered us coffee. The third meeting,
finally professionals. Let's take that back.
So I don't think you guys know how much you do for local music and what it means to a bunch of guys like us who were doing this a little more than for fun, and now that things are finally starting to happen, I mean, we couldn't be happier and just meeting you guys.
Reverb
Nation, Facebook. Like us on Facebook.
Up to date. It'll be up to date. It's going to be Facebook. If you want to hear the music, it's going to be the Reverb
Actually,
Nation.
I should say that the music as of the 27th, iTunes, Amazon, anywhere, every single digital, wherever you can buy it digitally, you're going to be able to get it on the 27th. It's out. The video will be soon to follow. You'll be able to purchase it on iTunes, Amazon. So.
And that's June 27th?
It's May 27th.
May 27th. We're
2 weeks away from the album release.
Right around the corner. So
yes.
May 27th. Check it out all over the web. Kill Betty, guys. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks for having us.